Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I'm playing another scenario of Frostgrave solo. This is a custom scenario that I've created. It's called, Full Moon Hunt. It involves 3 starting werewolves and there's a chance more werewolves could show up. But before we get started, I need to roll on my mortal enemy sheet. The mortal enemy is now at 16. So basically you roll a d20 and on a 16 or higher, your mortal enemy will also show up during the campaign. And I'm getting really nervous because this is a hard one with 3 werewolves. So I'd really like this guy not to show up. All right, think 15 or lower. I rolled a 7. So once again, I lower this and it goes down to a 15. So the odds are increasing every time that I will be playing my mortal enemy. All right. So the way this is set up is just set it up a normal routine, but you're going to have 3 treasure tokens. The story is that a wizard friend of yours died looking for a library. The only survivors were the wizard's apprentice and 1 soldier, or maybe 2 soldiers. They returned, and you wish to find the books that your wizard friend retrieved, but the apprentice refuses to go with you. So they gave you directions. You're here. You've arrived with your warband. But again, family of werewolves here. So the rule is that every 3rd turn, at the end of every 3rd turn, a werewolf will howl. You'll roll a d20, and on a 15 or higher, another werewolf comes running. Also, every 3rd round, at the end of every 3rd turn, you will roll for a standard wandering creature. Now, if a wandering creature shows that is a werewolf, you just re-roll that one. So there's really only one chance during the howl phase that the werewolves can call one of their brothers or sisters. Now, the last rule is the treasures. One of them is a set of books, and that's what you want. It's 2 grimoires and 2 historical books that are worth 50 gold each. So if you can get that token off, you get 2 grimoires and 100 gold. The other 2 are weapons or armor that were dropped by the wizard's soldiers. If you get those, you get a free roll on the weapon armor table. So you place these randomly from the center. So you put them in the center. They have to be 8 inches apart, and they can't be any closer. They have to be 8 inches from the center, but they also can't be within 8 inches of each other. So let's just take one, and it's going to go this way. So I'll take this one, and I'll move it 8 inches. And if it's up on a high point, that's so be it. So it looks like it is. It's going to be right here. And the next one is going to be this way 8 inches, which works for me. 8. And then this one, sure enough, it's this way 8 inches, which is going to put it right about here. So I got 2 high and 1 low. And the rule says that the one that's furthest from you is the one that has the books. So it'll be that one over there. Okay, so with that in place, let me tell you some of the prep work for this. Before the game starts, my apprentice gave a potion of strength to one of my men-at-arms. Their first action when they activate is going to be to drink that potion. That will increase their fight +1 for the entire game. I've been forgetting I had this. My wizard has a staff of power with a 2-point value. Basically, I can use those 2 points during any game to empower a spell, to add a point or 2 points. And I can do that after I've rolled. It recharges at the end of the game, but it'll only give me 2 points. I did increase my wizard to a health of 18, and I decreased the glow spell, which will hopefully help my archers. And I believe that is it. So it is now time to play. Before I do that, I want to go out and I want to get that file. Well, I can remember it. So the werewolves will howl every 3rd turn, and so will a possible wandering creature. All right, so let me get the rule book open here. Okay, and let me get it to the creatures area, which is on page 177, and we'll get going. Okay, so first, my wizard phase, I'm going to cast. There's a werewolf over here there's a werewolf over there, and there's one over there. And I'm treating them as they have good sense of smell. They know where we are. So there's not really wandering for them. Knowing there's a treasure there, I'm going to try something new this time. Usually I split my warband. I have my wizard go one way and my apprentice go another, but I think I want to keep them close together this time. I don't know. There's pros and cons to that, but I think I'm going to try it. So the wizard will activate with these three, and what I'm going to do is I am going to first move my wizard here so he can see that werewolf. Then I'm going to have him cast a spell. He will cast Enchant Weapon. He needs an 8. I rolled a 7, so I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and burn one of those power points to make it an 8, and I'm going to cast that on one of my archers, and I'll give it to the dark purple one, and he is now +3 to shoot, and I still have time to cast Glow. So now the archer will move. This is the dark one, yeah. He'll move, and I'll have him shoot. And he is +3, and the werewolf, which, by the way, I should get the stats for the werewolves out. They're dangerous. I wanted to make a dangerous scenario, so I think I did. The werewolf is move 7, fight +4, shoot +0. They don't shoot. Armor 11, will +5, and health 12. All right. So I'm doing a +3 versus a +4. Let me get my other die out here. So when I roll blue for my party, green for the bad guys. All right, let's try it. I rolled a 15 to its 17, so it obviously wins, and that misses. I'm going to move my man-at-arms over, and then I'm going to move my other archer over. He's just +2, and he will shoot. +2 versus +4. Ooh, I rolled a nat 20 versus its 14. So the nat 20 +2 is 22. 22 minus 11 is 11. His armor's 11. So he's got 1 health left. Yes, that is exactly what I was wanting. So he is wounded. And by the way, I'm going to track spells in this little cup here. A green is when I cast a successful spell. A red is when I cast a failed spell. And a blue is when I kill a creature. So there you go. So I just knocked him down to 1 health. I'll mark him with 1. And that is the end of the wizard phase. Now, the apprentice. This guy's going to be coming this way. He's coming right down the middle. So maybe I send this one man-at-arms to grab the treasure and get out. That would be a good thing. I'd be down one warband member, but I can live with that. Or I got the thugs here, just send them in and bring them out. I think I could do that. Let's keep the men-at-arms in the game because they are powerful. So this man-at-arms will not move. Well, he'll move and he'll drink. So the apprentice will move here. And I can see the werewolf. The apprentice is going to try to cast Glow. I lowered Glow to a 10-12, so the apprentice needs a 12. Can you see this? Yeah, I'm just going to leave this here. I'm going to stop picking it up. 12. I rolled a 12. So that is a successful spell cast. And that one has Glow on him, which is going to make it much easier to hurt him. And let's see. So the wizard moved and cast. All right. So the man-at-arms will move here, and then he will drink his potion. And I've gone ahead and marked him as +4 on this fight. So he's done. My bow guy will move here, and he does have a shot. So I'm going to do it. By the way, Glow, let me tell you, Glow is awesome. I've never actually put it to use yet with archers because I haven't been able to successfully cast it, or I didn't have anybody to shoot with it. So let me get to Glow real quick. Glow is an illusionist spell. So under illusionist, Glow. A brightly glowing light surrounds the target figure. For the rest of the game, all shooting attacks against it are at +3. So this archer is +2 normally. Now he's at +5 versus +4. +5 versus +4. I got to stop a habit of picking that up. I rolled a 10 to its 18. So unfortunately, it does dodge. This archer will move. If he moves here, he cannot see it. And he can't, yeah, he's going to be blocked, so he can't really see. All right, and that is the end of the wizard, or the apprentice phase. Now it's the enemy phase. All right, so he's wounded, and so he only gets one action. He can move 7, so he's going to move directly at the closest character, which is going to put him right there. And he's got 1 health left. All right, this one over here can move double. So 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5. He will move right there. And this one can move 10.5 right down the middle where he sees my thugs. 10.5 is right there. So right there. All right. He is going to get to my thugs before they have time to even get to the treasure. Okay, and oh, this guy's coming around too. Man. My thugs may be in some trouble unless I move them this way. But, you know, if they double move... All right, so that's it for the creature phase. And he can move 6, and 3 is 9. He can get to the treasure. But the next time, this guy's going to move 10.5, which is going to get him almost all the way to me. And it's kind of early to let my thugs go dying off. So let's move them. Let's keep them close. I'm going to move him 6, and I'm going to move this one 6, and keep them facing this direction. And that is it for the soldier phase. Everybody else moved during either apprentice or wizard. All right. Now it is round 2. Let's see. I haven't killed anybody yet. So it is now my wizard's phase. All right, you know what? The wizard has a scroll of elemental bolt, which I will automatically cast. It's a scroll, but do I really want to burn that? Because even though it automatically casts, I still have to roll. Elemental bolt is a +7 attack. He's only got 1 health. How about I do this? I'm going to group activate, and I'm going to have him shoot first and try to kill him so my wizard doesn't have to cast a spell. So this one will fire. He didn't move. You know what? I forgot that he should have got that bonus, but it wouldn't have mattered. That +1 hasty shot wouldn't have mattered to him last turn. All right, my first, my light purple is +1. No, +2 shoot, and he gets +3 because he's glowing. So I'm +5 versus +4. I got a 9 to his 4. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 versus 11 is 3 damage, so he is dead. So I killed a werewolf. By the way, if you can kill all 3 werewolves before the 3rd round, there are no wolves to howl. So think about that, but that's going to be kind of hard because we're already in round 2. And I don't have shots lined up for them or that one. So, okay. So he went and shot, and I guess I'll go ahead and have him move. I'm going to have him move up 6 this way, right there. Man-at-Arms will move also. I'm not going to have him get too far. He'll double move. This guy will double move to get right here. And my wizard will move 6. And he will cast, I'm going to cast telekinesis on that treasure because I can see it. And it's within, telekinesis is a enchanter spell. So what was the range on it? Telekinesis is a range of 16. I'm pretty sure I'm within 16. Oh yeah, 14. Okay, so let me try to cast telekinesis. I need to roll a 10. I rolled a natural 10, or just a 10. All right, I can move that treasure 6 inches. I will move it 6 inches this way, and it will drop. 6, and it will drop right there. All right. Now that's the one I really want. That's the treasure that's got the books. So it's down. So that was a successful cast, and that is the end of the wizard's turn. The apprentice. I really want my archers around here so when that guy comes through. So let's do this. My apprentice will tell his archers to move up. This one can move 6, so he will move right here. This one right here can move 6, so he can get right here. Trying to make it to where everybody has line of sight. My man-at-arms can move 6, so I'm going to have him move over here. My apprentice will move next to my wizard and cast what do I want? Let's enchant another weapon. I'm going to cast enchant weapon. I need a 10. I rolled a 16. I am going to enchant the light purple, which is that one. He's going to be at +3 to shoot now. And that is a successful spell. And that is the end of the apprentice phase. All right, this guy down here will move, what did I say, 7, 10.5. So he'll go right around the corner. That's 6 inches to right there. 6, and then 4.5. Puts him, man, he is moving fast. All right, this one will move until he sees, which is going to be right about here. So he'll move 5, 5, and then he sees, and then he'll move 5.5 this way. Woo, man, these werewolves, I totally forgot about their move speed. Yeah, that's, all right, so they're breathing. They're breathing down my neck. All right. That is the end of the creature phase. Soldier phase, all I've got is these two guys. So let me see if I can get one more move out of him. I'm going to move him 5 here, and I'm going to move him 5 here. And just trying to pull him in, but I'm going to take care of this one hopefully first. All right, that is the end of the soldier phase. That is the end of round 2. Now we're at the end of round 3. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill both of them. So there will be a chance that another werewolf shows. Wizard phase. All right, who is within range? This one. I've got 2 archers that are within range. So I'm going to first cast glow on him. Try to cast glow. Glow is a 10. I could use this. 20. All right. So, mister, you are glowing. Let me put a green on him to indicate he's got that glow. All right. That was good. He will not move. He will stay put. Actually, maybe I do. I know he'll be able to see him when he gets over here. All right. So now these 2 archers who are both have their weapons empowered, they will each take a shot. So let's do the dark purple. He is at +4, and this gives me +3 because he's glowing. That's 7 versus +4. +7 versus +4. I rolled a 3 to its 10. Obviously, it wins. All right, the second archer, same thing. +7 versus the werewolf's +4. I rolled a natural 1 to its 10, so it dodged both of those. Okay. Wow. All right, my apprentice. Now, here's the question I had. I was thinking about this. Do I cast Curse, glow on this one, or do I cast Curse on that one? Curse is a pretty cool spell. It is a witch spell, if I remember right. Yeah, let me get to the witch spells. It really knocks them down a peg. Witch, Curse. The target suffers -2 to all rolls. At the end of each turn, the target may make a will roll with the target number equal to the casting roll at -2, of course, if successful. Okay, so let me try it. I'm going to cast Curse on that werewolf. I need a 12. I rolled a 9. I am going to take 3 health. I'm going down to 13. His health is at 16. And I'm going to make that a successful spell. Did I put one in for the wizard? Yeah, no, I didn't, because I've cast all successes so far, so there should be another one. All right. So he is now cursed. I'll put a red one to indicate that. So he's at -2 on all. And what did I roll? I rolled a 9 plus 3. So target number is 14, by the way. If it's less than 4, if you have a target number less than 14, the rules state that the target number of a spell is 14. That way, if you lower a spell's cost to like 8 and you roll an 8, that's not the target number that the enemy has to try to hit. They have to hit 14. So you don't get punished for lowering your spells. All right. So now with him, who do I have in range? I think I've only got this one guy. I'm going to get one shot at this. He's the only one within 3 inches. He is. This one right here, which is green, he's only +2. But he's +2. He gets the +3 for the glow, so he's at +5. And he's cursed, so his fight is only +2. So I'm +5 versus +2. And I missed. 6 to his 16. Man, I can't hit that guy to save my life. All right, that's all I got. So he moved. He did. And these guys are gone. I learned this trick from a friend of mine, Robert. Turn your minis to face you, and that indicates they've taken their turn. And at the end of the phase, you rotate them around, and you know they're ready to go. All right, so now it is the enemy phase. Let's go ahead and deal with this guy. This guy's going to move a full 10.5, which is going to put him right there. And this guy is going to move and engage my man-at-arms, which is unfortunate because I will not be able to shoot into combat. I don't want to shoot into combat. That is my yellow. He's at +4 fight. But remember, he's going up against a +2 werewolf now because of the curse at the end of each turn. So I don't have to roll for that again until the end of the turn. So I've got +4, and the glow doesn't help me there. So it's +4 versus +2. I got a 3 to its 15. All right, its 15 +2 is 17. 17 versus his armor of 12 is 5 damage. He's down to 7 health. And that is the end of the creature phase. Now remember, at the end of the 3rd creature phase, you roll to see if another werewolf appears. There are 2 werewolves, so there will be a howl, and it's a 15 or higher. And I rolled a 14. Woo! No werewolf. But I also rolled to see if a creature appears. And my rule, oh, by the way, I updated it so that it's an 18 or higher. You don't want a lot of creatures flooding it. So 18 or higher, I rolled an 8. So nothing happens there. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a break for a second and get a drink of water.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame Newsletter. Each week, the tabletop engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.
All right, sorry about that. My allergies are killing me, just killing me. Let's see. So that was there was no extra creature showed up. So, by the way, if you want to make this more difficult, make it an 11 or higher and another creature shows up. But I really do think you're dealing with a lot with 3 werewolves, plus the potential of another werewolf showing up. All right, so now it is soldier phase. The only soldiers that didn't go are my thugs and this one archer, but he cannot. Actually, my man-at-arms didn't go either. So my man-at-arms is going to try and win this fight so I can push him back an inch, and then my archer will fire at him rather than fire into combat. So again, it's +4, +4, +4 versus +2. And I rolled a 4 to its 19. So once again, it's 19 + 2 is 21. 21 minus 12, he kills my man-at-arms. But at least now, my +2, +3, +5 versus +2 archer will get a shot. Let's see. +5 versus +2. And I got a 9 to its 17, so I do miss. Oh, man. All right, so I missed. It's the end of the round. He gets to make a will roll. His will is normally 5 + 5, but it's -2. So he has to beat a 14, which means he has to roll a, he's at +3, so 14, so he's roll 11 or higher. He rolled a 10, so he is still glowing, or cursed, excuse me, cursed. All right, which is fortunate for me because now it's my turn. All right, wizard phase. I'm going to use that scroll of elemental bolt, and I'm going to use it. I really need to have him glowing and cursed, so maybe I don't. Although it is a +7 shooting attack. I'm going to use my scroll of elemental bolt. I'm going to automatically cast it. It is a +7 shooting attack versus a +4 fight. Let's hope. +7 versus +4. I got a 6 to its 18. Man, I can't catch a break. That green die is killing me. All right, so that failed. And I'm going to have him stay put. But he's also going to activate these two who will now fire. They are both +3 shoot. They get the +3 glow. So they're at +6. And he is at -2. So it's +6 versus +2. That will do it. 15. His is 15, but my 15 +6 is 21. 21 minus 10 is 10 damage, so he's down to 2, and he is wounded. So he is down to 2, and he is wounded. All right, my other guy will shoot, and he is +6 versus +2. And my 15 versus its 4. 15 +6, 21. That is another werewolf dead. All right, let's get him out of here. So these two shot, excuse me. All right, so they'll rotate them this way. These guys should have been rotated back. It is now the apprentice phase. These two guys shot. So the apprentice will cast Curse on this one. I need a, oh, you know what? I cast a successful spell. No, I didn't. I did not. I used a, you don't get XP for reading a scroll. Sorry. The apprentice will try to cast Curse. I need to roll a 12. I rolled a 20. All right. So he is cursed. And the only ones I can activate are my thug and this archer. And this archer could fire at him, so I'm going to have him do that. He is at +3. No, he's a +2 archer. He's not. His weapon's not active or not enchanted. +2 versus +2 because he's -2. So it's +2. It's an even shot. +2 versus +2. And I rolled a 1 to its 7, so definitely I missed. And that is the end of the. Did I cast a spell? So I did cast a successful spell. And that is the end of the, oh, no. I'm going to activate him. He will run forward. He will run forward and he will fight. So he's a +2 thug versus a +2 cursed werewolf. Come on. I rolled a 6 to 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. 15 minus 10 is 5. White is down to 5 health, but he's not wounded. And this guy is also within 3. So he will go and he'll do the same thing, but now he's got a +2. So he's at +4 because he's got an ally. +4 versus +2. A 6 to his 14. Golly, 14, 16. 16 minus 10 is 6. So he is wounded. He is down to 4. So this one is wounded. Let me put a marker on him. Wounded. Okay. Wow. I'm just going to put a 4 to remind myself he's got 4 health and he's wounded. Okay. The other one has 5, but not wounded. That's it for the apprentice phase. This guy will attack. He is +2 versus my +4. He'll attack the white one. He'll attack the green because he's the weakest. So it's +4 versus +2. I rolled a 12 to its 2, so 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 minus 11 is 5, so he's down to 7 health. So let me mark that. He's got 7. All right, not bad. And that is the end of the creature phase, right? Yep, creature. Now soldier. Well, unfortunately, he didn't go, and he didn't go. So I'm going to have this man-at-arms run here and pick this treasure up. And I'm going to have this one sprint. He can go 6 and 3 is 9. He can go 9, so he'll get all the way to right here. He's going for this one. And then I'm going to hopefully swing around and pick this one up. This is the end of round 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, end of round 4, excuse me. The third I rolled, this was in round 4, yeah. So he will get to see if he gets to lose that. I don't remember what I rolled, but it's a 14. And he rolls 13 plus 3, so yeah, so he is no longer cursed. All right, so he didn't have glow on him. So that is it for the soldier phase. It is now back to the wizard phase. Wizard, I am going to cast push on this. I'm going to cast push on him. I need to roll a 10 to successfully cast it. And if I do, push is a sigillus spell. First, you have to see if you cast it successfully, if I remember right. Push. If I successfully cast it, then I make a plus 10 attack versus him to determine the distance. So I need a 10. I got a 10. Now it's a plus 10 attack versus he's no longer cursed, so he's plus 4. Plus 10 versus plus 4. I rolled a 16 to its 12. 16 plus 10 is 26. 26 minus 11 is 15. I can push him back 15 inches, which is almost all, you basically do it. So he'll be pushed back to here. Can't go off the edge. But that is good enough for my archers who are now here to shoot at him and see what I can do. Let's see. Each one of them is plus 3. And then they get, he's not glowing. Crap. All right, but I did get a successful spell off. So plus 3 versus plus 4. I did not want to do that. You know what? I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to have them go until after my apprentice goes and maybe casts glow. So the wizard casts the spell, and then I'm going to have him move here where he can see that one, and maybe the next turn. Is that 16? Oh, it's more than 16. I'll have to get a little closer and telekinesis it. All right. That is that. Apprentice phase. Now my apprentice will try to cast glow. He needs a 12. I rolled a 7. That's down to 5 health. I'm going to do it because I can get him off if I need to. So he's down to 5 health. No, wait, hold on. He was at 13. I rolled a 7. I need a 12, so 5. So 5 minus 13 is 8. He's down to 8 health. All right, so I do cast it successfully. So he is now glowing. That's what I wanted. And then these two guys, there's only one. Actually, no, there's one right here. They will fire. So now they get the full plus 6 versus its plus 4. First one, 3 versus 13 misses. Second one, 16 versus its 10. My 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 minus 11 is 11. He only has 7 left, so he is gone. Boom, dead werewolf. All right. Now, it is the end of, that is the end of the apprentice phase. I'm going to finish the round out. So what would happen now is the creatures would go, but there are no creatures. Then it would be soldier phase, which means this guy can pick this treasure up. Now the rules say at the end of the game, if you own the field, you don't automatically get the last treasure. You have to roll to see if you get it. So basically, because I had these picked up, they're mine. But there is a rule, and I got to find it. There's a rule at the end where if you don't have the treasure in your hand, at the end, you don't get it, or you don't necessarily get it. So let me just see if I can find it. Counting treasure. Okay, hold on. I want to say it's a 15 or higher to get the treasure, but I want to play by the rules, so let me look it up real quick. I know it's on treasure picking up. Movement, damage, spellcasting, collecting treasure, page 68. Here we go. Page 68. Okay, a figure may spend, if a figure, come on, where is it? A figure may, if a moment friendly would not be able to pick it up. Figure. Okay, all figures must carry. That's not it. There is a rule. I promise. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, and it has to do with like counting treasure. Bestiary, no. Base casting. Where is that thing? Treasure. Collecting treasure. I already looked at that one, so that's not it. Picking up treasure. Where is it? Huh. I am not finding it, but I know it's in there. Using potions, collecting treasure, create your action, ending the game. Let me see about ending the game. 71. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Furthermore, any treasures that are currently being carried by members are fine. Furthermore, they should each roll a die for each unclaimed treasure. On a roll of 15 or higher, they get it. So let me roll to see if I get that one. A 9, I do not. So the good news is I got 2 grimoire rolls and 100 gold. And 2 grims. I'll roll for those in a minute. And also I get 2 rolls, or just 1 roll for this treasure on the magic armor. So let's go ahead and see how that works. I didn't have any injuries or deaths. That's good. And XP, I'll deal with that. I can count that up later. All right, here we go. The magic, oh, here's the grimoires. Okay, blue is vertical. Green is horizontal, so that's 11, 8. 11 and 8 is Spell Eater. All right, so I got another grimoire called Spell Eater. And then the last one, remember you get 2 grimoire rolls, is 1712. 1712 is Glow. Ooh, so I can sell that because I already know that spell. Okay. And then 1 roll on the magic weapon and armor table. It's a D20. I rolled a 7, which is a bow, plus 1 damage. All right, so I got a bow plus 1 damage. I'm going to give that to one of my archers. And that is that. All right. So if you liked this little scenario and you'd like to play it, I will make this, I've got it all written up in a document that you can download. The way you get it is go sign up for my free newsletter. It comes out every Monday. There'll be a link in the video description below. Sign up for the newsletter because every week, every Monday when I release the newsletter, there is usually 1 or 2 freebie downloads in it. Usually it's either a Frostgrave scenario or a Star Realms, which is a card game I play. Sometimes it's both. But I think this one will be in the number 50... Let's see, this was number 50 this week. So it'll be in the number 51 newsletter, should be. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me as I played another game of Frostgrave. I do apologize for all my coughing and my sniffling. I've got allergies so bad. I just want to get rid of them. I'll be back again very soon, probably next week, with another Frostgrave game. Until then, everybody, take care.